All right, you guys, we are live. Welcome to Live with Lucas. It's been a week. I missed you guys. I miss your our. I don't miss you that much. I shouldn't start off by lying at the very start of all of this, but I do enjoy our conversations that we get to have here online. So if you're watching, just say hello and let us know where you're watching from. It's always better. I always find it better when you guys ask questions and when you make fun of me, and it's just always that much better. Hey, Wendy, I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for starting off the questions and the comments. It's perfect. So yeah, if you're out there, make sure to say hello. I would love to hear from you. You guys, getting to do these live conversations with you every week is so much fun. So let's get started. I've got a bit of a rant today. Hey, Delcy, glad you're here. I got a bit of a rant today. I so often I find that Marge is here, Adrian's here. Geez, my whole fan club is here. It's so great. I so often find that the some of the worst people are the most famous people. I don't know if you guys feel this way. There's people who are famous who just shouldn't be famous, who don't deserve to be famous. Hey, Kiana, glad you're here. Oh, it's a small club. Dulce's being sassy to me. I people like maybe you like them, and maybe I, as a pastor, I shouldn't talk bad about people with the Kardashian family. Like, give me a break. You should not be famous. You do not deserve to be famous. You do dumb things and you say dumb things and you promote terrible attitudes. I'm sorry, you don't deserve to be famous. And there's this celebrity culture. I'm telling you, I hate it. It's the grossest. And then there's people who deserve to be famous, people who act with integrity and courage and compassion, and their stories never get told. Oh, Dulcie. Oh, I don't know if we can be friends anymore. Oh, gross. Adrian too. I'm sorry I'm picking on people you like, but I don't get it. Their stories I don't think need to be told. But then there's these people who do things behind the scenes and they're quiet and their stories never get they never get told. They get overlooked. There's heroes whose stories never get told. And one of those heroes is my little brother, Jake. He's not so little. He's quite big these days, very muscular, but he's my little brother. He'll always be my little brother. And if you know Jake, he is a paramedic with the Fort McMurray Fire Department. And Jake has lots of good stories, but there's one story that hasn't gotten told very much. It's a story that comes from the Horse River fire that happened here in Fort McMurray. And Jake and his crew were working on the front lines of that. Jake was here, I think, for a whole 2 weeks working straight for 2 weeks. And he tells this story that he doesn't really tell very publicly. Oh, he is my mom's favorite. Yes, you are right. I can't even believe I'm talking. He's my favorite too. I'm over it. He's my favorite too. And he tells a story. It's a few days into the fire, and so the whole city is completely evacuated. Businesses and everyone's closed. There's nobody in town except first responders, and like the hospital is completely evacuated. And Jake is on the front lines with his crew, and one of the guys slices the palm of his hand wide open, and there's blood gushing everywhere. And so Jake leaps into action. He gets pressure on it, and he's taking care of this guy. And like, there's like, they were by themselves in the whole city. There's nobody to go to for help. And so Jake bandages him up, drives him to the hospital, and breaks in to the hospital. Like, breaks into the locked hospital that is completely empty. And Jake tells a story, and he said it was like The Walking Dead in there. Like the lights were off, but there was like lights flickering in the distance, and like a place like the ER, which is always loud and full of conversation and screaming and whatever, and it's just eerily quiet and dark, and there's garbage everywhere, and stretchers are tipped over. And he said it was surreal walking into the hospital where he had walked 100 times before, but never in this way. And he makes his way into the ER, and they sneak into the minor surgery room, and he breaks open the case where it's got the lidocaine to freeze the guy's hand. And so he freezes his hand, and then Jake sutures his hand together, by the dim light in this pitch black ER, just like scenes from The Walking Dead. He stitches this guy's hands together. Hey, Terry, I'm glad that you're here. And nobody ever hears that story, right? Like you hear the big story of everything that, you know, his crew did and all the people who helped. But this is like this behind the scenes story that never gets told of courage and heroism and maybe a little bit of stupidity. I don't know if it was legal for him to break into the hospital or not, but I don't think anybody's going to prosecute him. But so often, the people who become famous don't deserve it. And the people whose stories deserve to be told, they never get told. And we have, our church is part of the Christian and Missionary Alliance in Canada. It's actually this global organization. And we have international workers all over the world serving in compassion ministries and planting churches. We have churches in places like Syria and Afghanistan and that part of the world. And man, things are bad over there right now. My heart breaks every time I see the images of what's happening over there. But we have people with boots on the ground all over the world. And their stories never get told, but they do incredible work and they do things that because it's dangerous to talk about them, we can't talk about them. We can't tell you their stories. But here's the thing, and this is a thing that I love about international workers and people who give their lives to missions. You don't have to go all the way around the world to discover the sort of Christian heroes who are doing stuff that matters and is incredibly important. In fact, we are lucky here in Fort McMurray to have people like that right in our very own backyard. People who have made the decision to give their lives to spreading the compassion of Jesus and the story of love that follows that to the people right here in Fort McMurray. People who I personally incredibly admire, who I think are courageous, and people who I think I aspire to be like, to have their courage and dedication to the work of compassion and love that they have. And so I'm going to invite them actually into the conversation now. These people are Matt and Steph and Dulcie from Youth with a Mission. And so let's bring them in. We're going to have a conversation with them today. Hey, guys.
Hi, friends. Friends, I mean my cheer squad, not yours.
Oh,
isn't Jake your favorite Welsh?
Oh my gosh, he is my favorite Welsh.
Jake is my favorite. Actually, some people, not everybody knows Jake, but he actually he's been in the firefighter calendar a couple of times, and we get sometimes people think it's me, right? We look a lot alike, and so people are like, "Is that you?"
No, that's you started off lying. You should stop now.
But I know
my friends.
But you guys, for everybody watching, so most people will know you. They'll know Dulcie and Steph, and Matt, I'm sure, is you guys have tied him up in a closet somewhere, or he's doing the real work. You guys are just here talking, out there doing the real work.
You're the smartest.
I wish you were in arm's reach.
He can't do everything by himself, you guys. That's just
God.
This one time he said that. He's never lived it down.
But I see you like, and this is not hyperbole, and I have said it to your face before, but you guys, like, I totally respect you guys and your organization. And I think sometimes people think when they hear YWAM, because we share an office space here at Fort City, people think we're like one organization. But we're two very different organizations that just work closely together and have a great relationship. But you guys are Youth with a Mission. And so for anybody watching, why don't you tell us, introduce yourself. Let's just have a conversation. Introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from and how long you've been with YWAM. And for anybody watching, before we get into that question, anybody watching, if you have questions for them, just put them in the comments and we'll try to answer.
I can read questions while I'm talking too.
Yeah. So tell us who you are, where you're from, and how long you've been with YWAM. Let's start there.
You go first, okay? Because I'm older.
Why is that?
Well, I'm Steph. I am originally from Saskatchewan. Is that how far back you want us to go?
Yeah.
That's all right. Yeah.
Yeah. But I've been living in Fort McMurray since I was 10, so forever. Like, not that long, a few years.
Only a few.
And Steph, how long have you been with YWAM?
So I did my discipleship training school in 2004, and then moved up here to begin things here in 2007.
Cool.
Not that long ago,
Yeah.
friends. Not that long ago.
And I was probably 15. I was a
Okay, so
high
like
achiever.
so 40 years ago.
Oh, whoa, Sam.
Okay, Dulcie, tell us about you.
Live too. My name's Dulcie. I am originally from Papua New Guinea and New Zealand. So sometimes like people get that mixed up because I moved here from Australia. So so people sometimes think that I'm from Australia. I'm from all those places.
Really
and
blended.
really blended. And I also want to be from Canada. So shout out to my Canadians. And I started with YWAM. I used to just volunteer, but I like officially started with them 2017, and I did things backwards a bit. So this is not a thing to do, but I did my DTS after I started with YWAM in 2018. So I've been officially on staff since 2018. Yeah, let's go with that.
Unofficially started before that.
I'm
Okay.
officially 2017, but
You
you
did
know,
just
but-
pull the whole internet, but it's all right.
you're welcome.
Dulcie, can you tell us, like, because you didn't come to Fort McMurray to be part of YWAM, but you ended up becoming part of them. Can you tell us how that happened?
Yeah, sure thing. So I Googled how to travel in Canada and work, and nannying was the job that came out, the easiest job. Guys, it's not easy, but it's fantastic. It was a start for me. And so I came here as a nanny and I started attending the church. But I was always with kids, like young kids, like babies. And so I needed some like adult time. So I used to come and do dishes for YWAM when they would do their family night program. And I would hide in the kitchen
And leave before we could even say thank you.
yeah, that was my life, friends. I'm not of the thank you ministry. I'm just of the dishes ministry.
So it started with dishes. Is it still dishes?
No, I have to talk to people now. No. I love talking. So I've like upgraded, but I don't know if Brenda Thrift is on here, but Brenda Thrift does our dishes. So she could be YWAM very soon.
Next up and coming staff.
I think it's definitely harder than that.
Oh, okay.
So you guys, and just a reminder, everybody watching, if you have questions for these crazy people, make sure to put them in the comments. We'd love to ask them. It doesn't have to be, it can be fun or it can be serious, whatever you want. Let's ask them some questions. But so you guys are with YWAM, and I'm lucky I get like kind of a front row seat because you're my friends and because we work closely together. I get a front row seat to see what you do. But not everybody gets that front row seat. There's lots of stories you're involved in that never get told. Tell us what you do. Like what are you guys doing in our community?
Do you want me to share about?
Sure.
Yeah. So, like before we did this interview, I was just thinking of like the things and some people that like we've interacted with over the years. And I think the biggest thing that we've noticed is like this aspect of belonging or like wanting to be noticed or valued. And so we run like a youth lunchtime program. And our biggest thing is that like just students will come from wherever. So like just down the road is Father Merck, but we have students that come from Holy Trinity. And like when everything shut down due to COVID, one of our students, so he's graduated, still in the community, but was planning on leaving and was affected by the flood, like so many things. But his, like after he graduated, he like private messaged us. And I think the thing that like I took away from it was that he loved that we welcomed him. He loved that like we noticed him, and he was just appreciative. Like he just messaged to say thank you for like noticing him and his friends and being people that like they could just come and be. And so that's like we run a youth lunchtime program. And so I think the thing that Steph had mentioned on Sunday of relationship and community and what that looks like, it looks like welcoming someone into your building and sitting with them. It looks like, you know, maybe having a feed with them. But it's not just that. Like there's more than that. You know, it's reaching out to them and making sure that they're okay. There's so much to it. So I think relationship is a big thing that we do. I think valuing people and making sure that they know that they like we see them.
I love it. So.
Mhm.
So you guys are building relationships in our community. And like where are you doing that? What are you, what kind of, I hate the word ministries are you doing, but it sounds so churchy, but where are you serving our community and how are you doing that?
So weekly we do the lunch program like Dulcie talked about. It happens at Fort City. And so, yeah, we're grateful we have this space to use because, man, is it convenient here. Having a high school just down the road and students stopping by on days of the week that we're not even having lunch to see if there's going to be lunch. Mm-hmm. So that's really, that's one of the main things we do throughout the week. Youth group on Tuesday evenings, and then Thursday evening we host a family night program. And so it's for families in the city looking similar to what Dulcie was talking about, looking for a place to belong, a place that they can be seen, a place to know that someone cares about what's going on in your life, people to celebrate with.
Yeah.
And then people to just know that they're there to pray for and all that kind of stuff. And then we also been doing for the last probably 5 years Indigenous awareness training. And so hosting the blanket exercise like we did here in the fall. And our hope is to continue to be able to offer that in the city as well.
Awesome. It's you guys, we have a short time and I know you guys do so much more than that. And like you're always moving, you're always working, you're always doing stuff. We can't get it all, but I think you guys did a good job summing it up. Here's the thing. You guys don't sell a product. You don't sell jeans. You're not, you have, but you are this organization that does so much. How are you funded? How does that happen?
I can take this.
Yeah.
So we have to raise support. So we do fundraisers. We reach out to like people we know. We reach out to the community. We ask for grants with the municipality. Matt is like
that's what he's doing right now.
That's actually what he's doing right now. So he's writing up a grant proposal, and then so that's sort of how we get our funding. Everything that we do is through like support giving.
So you guys are totally funded by the generosity of other people. Is that what you're saying to me?
Yes.
That is a courageous way to live and to run an organization, you guys. I'm always in awe of you and your courage and what you do in this city. And I'm glad to be personally a supporter, a financial supporter of you guys. And if you're watching today, like if somebody wants to support you guys financially, how do they do that?
So there's two options. We have like personal support that we have to raise, and that goes through a Vancouver office, which you can email or text or find us on Facebook or whatever. For personal stuff, we can figure that out separately. For YWAM Fort McMurray, you can go to our website and give there. There's several different options of ways that you can support. And then showing up like a Brenda or a Dulcie and coming to hang out with us and do dishes is always great.
Always.
I'm gonna do dishes for you guys again sometime soon, but I'm not gonna become a YWAMer. I don't think I can do it, you guys.
Well, you can send in your application. We're not sure we'd accept you either. But if Jake wants to come, Jake, if you're out there,
please, if you're listening, accepted. Is he
So-
on here?
You guys I'm about to lose connection with you, I think. So Blair asked a good question here. He's talking about a golf tournament. What's this? I've heard about it too. Tell us about this golf tournament.
So the golf tournament is our main fundraiser for the year and a way for everybody and anybody to partner, business, individuals. It's our main source of income for all the programs that we run. So like we said before, all the money that we raise goes straight back into our community initiatives. None of that it goes towards wages or anything like that. It's all back into the community. The golf tournament is actually like, I am not a golfer.
Neither am I.
But it looks like a lot of fun. And we don't have people golfing that like it's not for like, well, it could be for avid golfers, but it's also just for people who want to come out and support and hang out, have an afternoon out, golfing, finding out a little bit more about us, but also a place where you can invite your friends.
Yes.
So we were asked if it's super churchy.
Yes.
And if praying before you eat is super churchy, then yes. But
yes.
if for anybody who's wanting to invite a friend that maybe
Is on the fence or
Yeah.
anything like that. Yeah.
we're a safe landing point for
The
you.
goal for our tournament is to like raise money for our program. So the first prize actually goes to the person who fundraises the most. So like for us, like we're like, yeah, please come and golf, but also like reach out to your friends and your family and share what we do, or ask them to invest in something that's like, it's not just the golf, it's the things that are happening in the community. So if you are not an avid golfer, that's okay, my friend. You can come to the banquet after. You can invite your family or friends to the banquet. We have tickets for that. That's $35 per person. You can also sponsor a golfer. I know some golfers that you could sponsor, so you can reach out to me. You could just donate. No, that's not the one that I would. Is there someone on here? Anyone else out there? But you could donate to a person and help them. Actually, this is another thing quickly, because I feel like we're running out of time. But one of our youth students that he's actually wanting to golf. So like there's like people that like they don't golf, but they know what we do and they want to partner with us in that sense. So please, like, yeah.
We also have spots left for sponsorship.
Yes.
So whole sponsorships,
Food and cart,
green fee sponsorship, with those kind of things, huge help to us and covers some costs that are major ones in the tournament. And tax receipts. Who doesn't love tax receipts?
Love a good tax receipt. And yeah, if you donate, you will get a tax receipt from us. So
prizes, sponsorships, golfing, all of the things, anywhere you could find a spot to get involved and hang out and help out.
You guys have done this tournament a long time. Do you know how many years? What?
I think this is our 13th or 14th. Yeah.
Well, we missed a year.
Yeah, COVID kind of.
And the fire.
Yeah, COVID fire really messed with us being able to. But God has provided in ways that we never thought or imagined were possible. And so, yeah, we trust that He'll do it again and again. And are just excited at the opportunity. Steve.
Shauna just mentioned the golf tourney is the best. Yes, that is true. There you go. You've heard it from your friends on here as well. Which are my friends?
My man Steven is talking about winning.
Yeah, I want to win. Okay, friend, let's go.
So he's going to be on my team, and because my team's
winning is about raising the money.
It's
so
the fundraising, friend. So
get it,
step up.
I'm talking about golf.
Oh, okay.
Well, maybe he could help you. I don't know. He'd have to be pretty good.
So
really good.
Adrian shared a link in the chat there where people can sign up for the tournament, either pay the $200 up front or sign up to take sponsorships. And like you guys said, if you get tons of sponsorships, the person with the most sponsorships wins a big old prize.
Do you want to know what the top prize is? We just picked it up.
You want to know?
It's an afternoon with Lucas. We go for a long walk.
People don't want to pay money for that. Where's Jake? I still want Jake.
You guys, it seems like they were disconnected there. Okay.
Lucas gets the power.
Hey, we want to know what the top prize was. Shauna wants to know too.
Okay, I've seen James Knelson on here, so he might be interested in having 2 of these, but it is a smoker.
Yes.
A deluxe.
Traeger Pro 34. Friends.
With pellets, with sauce, with a cover, with all the things. All you need is the meat.
Oh.
And you're good to go.
But you could also buy meat from Meat Direct, and they're willing to give us 10% of like anything that you buy. So I have a promo code for that too. Guys, I just got that.
Wow,
I just got that.
Yeah, the truth is, I don't want a smoker. I like having friends that do all the hard work of smoking and frying.
Well, lucky you have good friends. You have good friends.
I'll bring a veggie tray.
Oh, please.
Veggie tray. Just let us feed you.
Never mind.
You guys, Blair's off to a big head start here, raising $400 already. Blair's like the perennial winner of this competition. It's almost like he likes you guys or something.
James just wrote Rita could make even more great food at the same
she's
time.
She's amazing. Rita Knelson, James,
Thank
you got yourself a prize there.
Winning.
Okay, well, oh, great. Shauna's talking trash here.
I
Yeah,
love
Shauna,
Live with
get 'em.
Lucas.
I asked Shauna to be on my team this
Cool, Live. What's your thing called again?
Live with Lucas. I invite you on my
Oh.
show, and you don't even know it.
Just kidding. We're just checking. Just checking.
Maybe Life with Lucas is a better one.
Nah.
You just helped him.
I need a break every once in a while. So, listen, guys, if you're watching, make sure to reach out to Matt or Steph or Dulcie. Oh man, so much trash talk in the comments.
Yeah, Dad.
Lara, I'm looking forward to that invite. I'll double click on that. But make sure to support this incredible organization. You can go to their website, which is
info@ywamfortmcmurray.com.
very cool.
Oh, .org. Never mind. .org.
.org. And
Oh.
and then
Oh, yeah.
and that's the same place where you can sign up for the tournament. How many people are we wanting?
We want at least 60.
But we can
Yeah.
have 72.
Well, I think we can do it. Let's get as many people playing in this tournament as we can. Support a
There's
great.
so many people, so many of your like supporters on here.
Yeah.
This is the biggest crew I've
I
seen.
mean, Miss Terry, you could come golf too. We'd
Terry,
love to have
yes,
you.
Miss Terry, you can fly over. I think Lucas and Adrian have a spare room downstairs.
Lunch.
Maybe lunch with
Hey.
Jake.
Ah,
I'll talk to him.
That should be a prize.
Can we ask him?
Yeah.
Can you ask him?
Okay. This show is over. I'm glad. Listen, guys, thanks for chatting with me, and I love you guys. I love what you do. It's not hyperbole when I say you guys are incredible, and I so respect you and your organization. I love you, and let me pray for you because I want to pray for you. Is there anything specific I can do that I can ask Jesus to do on your behalf?
I think reaching our goal with the golfers this year, but something that we're looking more towards is that it isn't, and we've said it lots, but that it's not just about that afternoon of golf, that people would see a place where they can invest and be a part of throughout the year, whether they sign up to give monthly or however that looks, that it would be more than just, we don't just want a one-off thing.
Yeah.
We want a place where we can build relationships with people and give people a place to belong in that sort of way as well. And then as we're starting things back up, last year was rough on our students and families.
Yeah.
And so praying that that comes together well, that students feel that support, that families coming, that we are what we're hoping to be, a place for people to belong and know that they're loved and valued and seen.
Yeah. Okay.
And $1 million wouldn't be bad either.
Whoa, $1 million. I'm ready.
Me too.
Go big or go home, right? Okay. I'm good at praying. I don't know if I'm that good at praying, but we'll see what happens. So, guys, let's just take a minute and let me pray for you. So, Jesus, I thank you for my friends with Youth of the Mission Fort McMurray, Matt and Steph and Dulcie, and the blessing they are to me personally, the blessing they are to our church, and the blessing they are to this community that we live in. And Jesus, I just thank you for the work that they are doing. And I ask you just to bless the work of their hands, that you would open more paths for them to take this year, that you would give them all the resources they need to do the things that you've called them to do, that Jesus, if it's $1 million or even more, that you would provide all the funding and they could do the things you have called them to do and not be held back by anything. Jesus, I pray for their people, their families, their students that have had a difficult time this last year, that I'm thankful that these people are in their lives. And I just pray that you would bring them peace and comfort and this community and relationship that they keep talking about, that Jesus, it would grow and it would just be a community marked by joy and love and peace and all the good things that come from you. Jesus, I thank you for these people. And I just pray you bless them in your holy names. Amen.
Amen. I receive that.
All right, you guys. Well, I'm glad that you were here. Oh my gosh.
Carol Welsh is just signing on.
Carol! Ah, you're my second favorite after Jake. Hi, Carol. I love you.
Well, this was a special day because it is the first and last time you guys are going to be on Live with Lucas. So thank you.
Wow.
For
Y'all
coming.
better be writing in.
Are you taking us
When
for lunch
is
now?
when is Dulcie and Steph gonna be back on?
Okay, you guys, I'm so glad you were here. Everyone watching, thank you for taking part. Support these great people and what they do, and we'll see you out there.
Thanks, friends.